Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is May Rose. I'm a Pinay expat currently living here in Norway. And for this episode, I'm going to share with you some updates about my IVF treatment. So I've been sharing with you my journey since the first IVF and then the second round, and now I'm on my third round. And in the previous video, sorry, that I've uploaded, so I've shown you that I have gotten a positive pregnancy test while we were on vacation in Portugal. So I have gotten some blood tests. We are now back in Norway. I did 2 HCG tests, and I'm going to share with you the results later on. But for now, let me share with you some symptoms that I've had during pregnancy week number 5 or zwangerskapsuke 5. That's the same as 4 weeks plus something days. So that's how you count the pregnancy weeks. It's a little bit confusing at first, but we're trying to learn. So today I'm on 5 weeks plus 4 days, 5 plus 4, which is technically 6 weeks of pregnancy, right? But I think I prefer to say 5 plus 4 because it's more correct. I don't know. But yeah. I've told you on the previous video that we had 3 embryos. One was transferred to me and 2 were being cultivated. So good news, one of those 2 were frozen. Bad news, one did not make it. So we have 1 frozen embryo, and they're going to keep it for about 5 years in the hospital or in the bank. I don't know. So after getting the positive pregnancy test with clear blue, with digital clear blue, with week indicator 1 to 2 weeks, I I was so excited that I had to take one test every day. Maybe it's a little bit crazy, but many people do it to see the progression on the pregnancy test. I did it because I wanted to make sure that it's still there, and I was on vacation, so I couldn't really confirm yet about the pregnancy. I don't know what that was. So I did take pregnancy tests every day, and let me show you the tests. So you can see 1 to 2 weeks was the first pregnancy test that I got, and then the next day I just used the normal pregnancy test with the line, and I got 2 lines. And then 3 days later I took another clear blue with week indicator, and it showed 2 to 3 weeks. So I was very happy, and then I took 2 more until Friday, and then we flew home on Friday. Then I stopped taking and took the blood test on the following Monday. So during that week, 4 weeks plus something days, or zwangerskapsuke, pregnancy week 5, I continued to have symptoms, and that more or less made our vacation, our trip, a little bit more flexible. We had to be on the flexible side because of those symptoms. I don't want to push myself too much, but I also don't want to not do anything while we're on vacation, right? So the challenge was to find the right balance, and my husband was also excited to do activities. So yeah. But anyway, during that week, here are the symptoms that I've experienced. I would just like to say that women are different, our bodies are different. Some symptoms that I've had, you may not experience, and vice versa. But for me, you know, once you've gotten that positive test, you start to be more aware of the changes in your body. So the tiny twitch and stuff like that, you start to notice. But the most prominent, I guess, are these symptoms. So number one, I have had headaches and tiredness, feeling exhausted almost the whole throughout the day. So I tried to fight that or battle that with drinking plenty of water, drinking plenty of fluids. We've had lots of water with us during the trip, and I make sure that I also have lots of water available, especially during the night, because that's when I experience extreme thirst, most especially during the night. I wake up early in the morning, for example, or at midnight, and then I'm very, very thirsty to the point of, what do you call that? I was parched, super thirsty. I still have thirst right now, but it was worse last week, I think. And aside from extreme thirst, I've also had hunger pangs, like I've told you last time, waking up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and feeling hungry. Not the normal hunger that I usually feel, but more intense, and it sits here. So you really have to like eat soup or bread or something. It's hard to ignore it, that hunger pangs that I've experienced last week. And I don't know, but maybe it has in connection with the thirst and the hunger, but my gums were swollen last week. So, yeah. And it lasted for about 3-4 days. Like both left and right gums are swollen, a little bit sore. Yeah. And the funny thing, ironic thing is that you're very, very thirsty, and yet you go to the toilet often. But of course, you drink a lot, so you go to the toilet often. But even if I don't drink a lot, I still go to the toilet often. And it doesn't matter if it's daytime or nighttime. I wake up and I have to go to the toilet. So frequent urination and Missy, Vilukuma. My cat is a little bit shy, but she's here. I have another cat. Her name is Missy. She's a gray one. The other cat that you saw last time is Max, and it's a male cat. But Max is not here. Miss is here. She's a little bit shy. And I've also had lots of heartburn that sits here. It's painful, and acid reflux, which left me with some itchy throat and coughing last week while still on vacation. And also because of the heartburn, I have gotten very little sleep. This is not week 4 plus, but this happened to me last night. I woke up early in the morning and I have a terrible heartburn. So it's very important that I sleep with 2 pillows at the back of my head and a little bit elevated, but nevertheless it still hurts and I still get it. So yeah, just have a water beside me to like help push through whatever it is that's blocking. And also last week I have noticed that I have very, very sensitive smell. Like a very I feel I get a different feeling when I smell something that's not pleasant. So there's that, which I don't usually notice from before unless it's very, very strong. But yeah, the slightest smell I could like, it was like we entered a hotel room, for example, it was like, this smells like disinfection and stuff like that. It irks me. And another symptom, which is you would normally read about, or see, is breast pain. And progesterone can affect that part of your body as well and give pain and stuff like that. But last week, it's a different kind of of symptom. It's a different kind of heaviness, and you will notice some changes in that area. So there's that. And when it comes to, you know, the womb area, I have had some crampings. And last week as well, I had this terrible side pain in my stomach in this area. It was actually pretty scary because it started at about 3 p.m. and we were outside, right? And then we came back to the hotel, we had dinner, and then we slept. But the pain keep, kept on coming. It's like on and off, and it's like a stabbing pain. It's more than pinching, and it's a little bit higher than than your womb. I actually thought that it was appendicitis, so I got a little bit scared. So it's like observing myself and praying hard that it wasn't appendicitis, because we were in Portugal and I really don't want to visit a hospital there, because when you do and you come back to Norway, then you'll have to do lots, you know, MRSA or MRSA tests and stuff like that. So I don't want to be hospitalized abroad. So I was like observing my body very much, trying to gauge whether it's serious or not. And it lasted until 3. And with the appendicitis, the pain is extreme and it lasts and it doesn't go away, right? But the one that I had, it's like on and off. It's like it's there and then it's gone for about an hour or two, and then it's back. So it's like, yeah. And luckily, at about 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., the pain was gone. So I managed to sleep. And it didn't come back before, it didn't come back before like 2 days later or something. And then I've had a little bit of sticking in that same area. But I was more like, this is probably nothing, and then it goes away. Another symptom that I've experienced last week was joint or leg pain in my extremities. So I had pain like here and here. I don't know what it was. And, there's also some cramping at the back of my leg. Another thing which I find a little bit weird is that instead of having constipation, which many women are complaining about, I have had diarrhea or loose tummy. So I think I had to go to the bathroom like 5 to 6 times per day while on vacation. It's like I eat and then 2 minutes later I had to go. And I don't know if it's something to do with the gallbladder surgery from before. Women experience changes in their digestive system because of the hormones and because of the changes in the diet. And that's quite true. So I have no major changes in my diet except eating more frequently, small meals and stuff like that when I have hunger pangs. So this is my cat, Missy. She sleeps with me every night. Sweetest cat in the whole world. Very energetic and playful. She just wants to be alone. But maybe not now. Yeah, so yes, those were the symptoms that I've had in the last week. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit short breath. But I call it pregnancy now because I did an HCG test last Monday. That was 5 plus 0 week, 5 weeks or 6 weeks zwangerschapsuke or pregnancy week. And the HCG level was at 3226, so 3226. I got scared because my GP, my fast legist, said that it was low. So I was like, what? Then I got worried that it's low. But when I look at like tables online about HCG, it's within the correct range and it's also a little bit above the minimum. So I was a little bit upset when my doctor said that it was low. And then I went back for consultation Wednesday, that's 2 days ago, and I had to confirm with my doctor, did you really mean it when you said it's low? And he was like, yes. And he was kind of expecting that it's going to be at 8,000. But I was like, okay. But they took another test, and yesterday the results came, and it was at 6,304. I wrote it down. So it had doubled up at about 95% rate in 48 hours. So that's good. I'm sorry, it's really. So that's good, and my doctor wants to take another confirming test next week. I don't know, but my doctor seemed very skeptic about this pregnancy, and I'm trying hard not to be affected, but somehow I am. So I hope that you would pray for me, and that it would, that this is going to be well, that it's going to push through. So thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting my journey. I hope to see you again next week. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ciao, ciao.